What's good, y'all? It's your man Chipz-N-Stix. I'm back with Squirtle for another review, and this time it's for Left 4 I almost said it. It's for Back 4 Blood. I'm thinking about Left 4 Dead because KFC basically called it a Left 4 Dead clone, and Back 4 Blood retweeted it and said 11 herbs and spices and your chicken is still bland. I mean, is KFC right? Keep watching. Alright, so with that said, of course, you know I talked to you guys about a few things that I feel are important for a review, right? We're going to talk about story, gameplay, and fun. Now, oh my god, I keep saying Left 4 Dead. Back 4 Blood is another zombie horde first-person shooter. In my opinion, there's really not much of a story because there isn't. You know, they have different acts, and in those acts you have different chapters. So basically what it is, you know, even with the cutscenes, there's not really anything in depth to it. It's just survive the horde, make it to the next point, go on to the next chapter. That's all it really is. So there's really no story here. The meat and potatoes of this is in the gameplay. I'm going to talk about a few things with the gameplay. One thing that I do want to cover are the different difficulty modes. So you have 3 modes: recruit, veteran, nightmare. Of course, nightmare being exactly what it implies. It's a nightmare. Veteran is where you really got to be on point with everything that you're doing. Everything from your loadout to how you play. It really takes some skill. And I can't stress this enough. Communication. And recruit is, you know, it's the easiest of all. Nothing too crazy. I started playing on veteran. Chris, myself, and Probot, we ran this on veteran, and it was tough. And the thing is that you get basically 2 chances at a run, right? Your initial run, and you get 1 continue. And of course, you know, once you die again, you have to start your run over. You have to start a new run, basically, and start it from the beginning. The thing about it is that, again, just stressing communication, right? I highly recommend for you guys, if you're gonna play this, to get a team together of people that you know. You cannot run this with random people online. 2 reasons why. They don't get on the TeamSpeak, and oftentimes they don't know what they're doing. Anyway, so I'm on a boat, and none of these guys communicate. You need to communicate to get things done. You can't just run off and then get swarmed by a horde of zombies and expect your teammates to come out of nowhere and help you when they have their own zombies to take care of. If you can't tell already, I hate playing with random people. It's not fun. Not at all. The part of this level, which should at least, or actually at most, take 5 minutes, ended up being a 20-minute endeavor, and then I gave up. I just said, screw it. I'm just going to run around, shoot. I'm going to see if any of these people are going to even try to attempt to get the bomb. Nobody did. So I ended up quitting on them. But when I played with Chris, Alex, Probot, just like that, it was easy. When you have more people on a team, you get more zombies. Chris and I actually found this out the other day, where it was just him and myself. And of course, you know, we had 2 bots. We had gotten less zombies than normal. And he helped me get to a point where him and Alex had already, you know, played through. And he was like, this part is going to be hard because it's going to be a flood. Like, it's just going to be nonstop. And then when we played, just like that, we were finished. So the whole time I'm like, is this what you were worried about? And he, you know, he said it was a lot different than what him and I just experienced. Now imagine if you're doing that on Veteran or Nightmare. Come on. The other thing too about the horde of zombies is that you get quite a few heavy hitters. I don't know the name of these zombies at all, but I'm just gonna substitute some names. You get a juggernaut who's, mad big and just mad big for no reason. The other one, he's big, but like he's more tall, and then he has an abnormal looking arm, and then what he does is basically, run to you, swings, and it's all just a bunch of chaos. So you get a few of those, but they're not hard to take down, at least on recruit. Now, if you're doing this on veteran, I'm estimating here almost 3 times the amount of those zombies that you have to fight, and they're harder to take down. The other thing about this is that the game gives you like a card system. So basically you get a bunch of perks. You get 15 cards to use. Each card does something different. Everything from support cards to offensive cards, right? Things that give you bullet penetration, faster reload. Support cards are, increase in stamina, increase in health. The characters themselves have their own unique abilities, right? Some of them already have an increase in stamina. Some of them can carry more ammo. Some of them can actually share that ammo with the team. One of the characters, which I think is actually Chris's favorite, can actually see traps outlined in red. So he already knows where not to go and where he can go. Really, the goal here is to pick a character that you like based on their abilities and then get the cards to enhance those. These are the kind of things that you got to think about when you're building your deck, because it's going to help you in the long run. And of course, you can choose whatever character you want and then shift decks. You can create multiple decks based on however you want to play, which is actually really good, because at least this creates a balance in the team, right? Let's just say Chris, he likes to be an offensive character. I'm going to complement that by being a supportive character. So I'm going to pick a character that can pick up people faster. I can heal people faster. I can carry more stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is actually really good. When you get to a safe room, and let's say, it automatically saves. You get to the safe room, and then you decide to quit your game. Let's say you pick it up a few days later. You start back off with the same guns you got, the same ammo, the same perks, everything, which is actually pretty good because it means you're not necessarily starting over from the beginning. The other thing that I don't really like about the transaction system, so to speak, it's not necessarily the transaction system. It's when you choose to buy your loadout, right, from the box when you're in the safe room, you really don't get much of a selection. Now, you can upgrade the box if you have enough money to do so, but it's not like you're getting stronger guns, that's in the box. From my experience, a lot of the guns that were shown to me have actually decreased the stats. So it's less power, less handling, less fire rate. I want to say it's borderline fair and good. I'm not exactly too happy with it, but at the same time, I'm not complaining either, because I found a loadout that works for me and I just stuck with it. One thing that I don't like is that you can't take off certain things that you put onto your gun, certain attachments. So I feel like some things shouldn't be compatible with, your guns or your secondary. Some of the things that you can use on your primary, you can also use on your secondary. It's not bad, but it's also not good. It's kind of like, I can do without it. You can have an extended clip for your Desert Eagle, and you can use that same extended clip for your primary weapon. If you, have an automatic, gun or whatever. I don't even think it needs to be an automatic. I have an extended clip for my shotgun, which is weird. I never knew you can do extended clips for shotguns. If that's something that's normal amongst shooters, comment below and put me on game. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the graphics. Graphics, even though I'm playing this in 4K, in game, it looks good. It looks clean. Nothing really stands out too much about it. But I have to tell you, the cinematics can use some improvement. Again, the main thing about this game is the gameplay and the amount of fun that you're gonna have with it. I can tell you for certain that it's worth the money. I want you to tell me what's your favorite loadout and your favorite character. So put that in the comments below, because I'm gonna try to copy your style. I'm gonna try to get ahead of the game, baby. That's what it's about. As promised, I'm gonna give shout outs to my favorite comments based on the last video. I'm gonna give everybody here a shout out. Shout out to my man Gabe. Shout out to my man Vaughn. My man Captain Rise. Pierre, I see you. Avedon. All of you guys have been so supportive. And, you've welcomed me back to YouTube. And thank you guys for that. Just like I did with the last one, I'm going to put my favorite comment on this video in the next. So that's the review. Make sure you hit the bell, you hit the subscribe button, and you stay tuned for more content on this channel. Until next time, peace.